press conference right after a hearing on the courthouse steps, San Diego County Superior Court. San Diego County Registrar of Voters accused of violating the law regarding 1% manual tally audit procedure. I'll leave a link to that. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but that's not the point here. Ray Lutz, Bill Simpich, Citizens Oversight, which is a group named Citizens Oversight. They're not the Citizen Oversight in your area or anybody else's. And Election Justice USA. These are advocacy groups. Well, anyway. They filed a lawsuit to stop the certification of California's primary results. Bernie Sanders supporters sue to have California voter registration also extended until Election Day so that you could register and then vote immediately. Lots of people did that. And some people don't like that, some people do, and mostly it's tactical reasons or basic you shouldn't, what it ought to be kind of things, but it's up for you to decide. If I go completely bald, I won't have to deal with it. Anyway, claim made during it. Don't assume your vote counted. Go check on it. And a lot of you might have accidentally determined that you can determine if your vote was actually registered. And you can go in and say, I voted. Where is it? It's not showing up in your system yet. In some areas that might be a good idea or not. It really depends on whether or not the area has problems with things working. There's also a claim that people were being tricked into not being able to vote and that sort of thing, and that's the kind of complaint we're getting now. This, however, was done in July or something. Yeah, it's not recently. This has nothing to do with presidential election. Although words to that effect are used in some of these videos, and I'm sure someone's going to re-upload it and claim it was this week, because everybody keeps doing this stuff. This was actually in July, and it was about the primary, and it was about Bernie Sanders, and it was a long, long video. Press conferences are often like that. See also long-winded idiot right in front of you. Now, the other claim besides that was that 7.9% of California provisional ballots were rejected. Now, the nature of a provisional ballot should be looked up, and the rules in California should be looked up, and also the 1% manual tally audit procedure should be looked up. And they also had some election results that were done from computer systems, not just paper ballots. Do we want a consistent way for this to be done all over the United States, whether you're in a rural area or in the middle of a city? Do you want to have challenges at the polls by people demanding to see your papers, comrade? I object to it, obviously, but do you want that? Do you want this to be able to be done by mail so that it's literally impossible to bother you and just let you vote as early as you want to? Not having it be absentee ballots or some special thing like that, but literally everyone universally given the right to have it sent to their house so they don't have to deal with the hassle. So it's sitting there, can think about it. They can vote ahead of when the fever pitch of fake news stories comes up, or everybody making an assertion and the media just reporting every damn assertion, whether it's founded or flubbed up. What do you want? You're going to need to tell somebody. And you're going to need to tell somebody who isn't going to benefit from ignoring you. And that means that the Republican and Democratic Party are crap for that. And that also kind of might even mean the Libertarians and Green Party might be crap for that, because everybody goes into tactical mode. That's my opinion. And my opinion on the national vote for the President of the United States, I am really flip-flopping back and forth, so like I said in the original video, what do you want? Do you want it to be mass voting? Because it is basically something we all complain about in mass only. We don't care that our representative is a neo-Nazi or something. We don't care. He's been in there for a while, nothing went wrong, let him go. We usually let the person who's been in place for a long time be there. The only thing that would prevent that would be term limits, where we'd have to actually sit there and say, do I just want to vote party, or do I want to waste my time looking up a couple of hundred people? That's the attitude everybody had, you got to admit it. Most of you still don't know who represents you, or who, most of us don't even know our senators or governors or anything. We don't know. We don't care. We just want the government to work. We want to throw money at it and fix it that way. And on the elections, I'm going to say this one time very clearly. The people who benefit by rigging elections are the ones who were elected last time, or lost. Not you and me. Individual voters aren't doing this. And yes, people keep repeating the assertion that a bunch of illegal voters happen from other countries. There's a series of videos I want everyone to look up. It's called Adam Ruins Everything, and it's told from the perspective that opposes him and he agrees with sometimes. But the best one I've seen so far is about the real history of the United States and Mexico, and if you don't know about it, you have no right to complain or talk about the subject. See also the deportations of actual American citizens by just claiming they were from Mexico and kicking them out anyway. No, that didn't. Yes, it is. Look for a state named New Something for politically expedient things or to fix our economy. We change rules all the damn time. We put it on an Etch-a-Sketch. Acknowledge this. Alright, I'm willing to acknowledge that we may have voter fraud going on. But I'm still stating that the most efficient way, if you're going to hack a system, is to hack the system instead of individuals using it. Me breaking into 2 computers on a network isn't as useful as getting to the server and ripping it a new one. Think. But anyway, in this case, this is from July or earlier. And they did not post the results. They didn't. That means they probably lost. They're not talking about it. The Ray Lutz has a YouTube channel. Did he post a video a month later approximately after all of this was gone through? This was a lawsuit complaining about basically Bernie Sanders. Pro and con you can look up. Do we really want this to be cited in lawsuits? Is it consistent from state to state, county to county, city to city? Is it different? Should it be? Shouldn't it be? You have to answer those questions before you start screaming complaints. If you're not aware of the problem, you're not allowed to claim there is one. Neither am I. It would be simpler to use a popular vote only system. I don't want Hillary in charge. I don't want Donald Trump in charge. I leaned more towards Bernie Sanders, but he wasn't perfect either. None of them meet my criteria. We had a bunch of negative campaigning, all right? And a lot of you kept reposting it. All of us did, I think. I think I did too, yeah. But all of my reposts are negative about everybody. I don't have anybody to vote for. Never did. The Green Party ticks me off because they obsess over crap that has nothing to do with solving problems just as much as the Libertarians obsess over an ideological or ideological attitude about things. The pragmatists, unfortunately, show up usually as being Republicans when I talk to them in person, but when they run, they're just as jubilantly stupid as the Democrats. I don't have anyone to vote for. Vote Logan running. Hell with it. I know of at least 50 YouTubers who have their head fully extracted from the mass that I agree with. Half of them call themselves conservatives, half of them call themselves liberals. They're all sane. That's not middle ground, that's just sanity. That's just people who do have the ability to solve a problem because they need to, because it affects them. People who do not have to deal with the consequences of their solutions don't care if they work. They're not going to fix it, you have to. So everybody needs to try. Is that it? All right. Then come up with something that works better, please. The video's from this year, but it's from July. It was about the primary only. It made a set of claims, not backing them up. There was no follow-up posted right afterwards, which is what a person would do if they had a successful outcome, which means it probably didn't go through, but I don't know. Thanks to the person who gave me the link to it. And I have one more link below to someone who's hilarious, I might not agree with, and his video ends up with Thumya. And I recommend you watch it because the first 5 seconds had me giggling my ass off. He may have said something that's completely contradictory to reality, but at least he had enough sense of humor to make it good. Thanks for watching, have a good day, and I wish everyone luck with this.